Hey,
Brandon.
Nikki.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no, we have to start over.
Okay.
Let's talk at the same time. Okay.
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 Hey,
Brandon.
Nikki.
Dang it.
Just like the low energy of it. Like, okay, let's do it one more time. Okay. Hey, Nikki. Oh, I thought we were.
I thought we were doing the opposite.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll do the opposite then.
Okay.
Okay. Hey. It's Thirsty Thursday.
It's Thursday, our favorite day of the week.
Yes. Let's meet that Damien. I've never met him before. How do you do? That's Tommy's voice.
No, it's
for
not.
Damien's.
Oh, okay.
How do you do? I finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimen. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spent a lot of time thinking about morality salience. All right, let's message him.
All right, let's date this dad.
Let's date him. Look at situations positively. This date will go well. Always try to make others around you happy.
This date will go well.
Nothing can beat reading in print. Treat people better than they treat you.
Fair.
Always bring a war chest.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't think we're dad enough.
I've never heard. I guess we're. Oh,
Can't
that
beat
makes
it.
me sad.
Can't beat the whammy bar. Yes, you can. Hey, Nikki, how's your day going?
Pretty good.
What are you up to on this Thursday?
It's being thirsty.
Ah, man.
Man, that's the name of that's what we're doing right now.
It's so great.
We're pointing and they can't see us
Can't see
pointing
you.
at the game. Loading a new chapter.
This is the best
Always
part of every episode.
Takes a minute. Honestly, if we just stop talking, we could just cut this. No.
That's probably actually better. What we should do in the
Yeah.
future. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him and get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey, dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh boy. Tommy. I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for you forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly.
And as gentlemen.
It's just I guess I haven't.
Manly,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more.
Oh, sorry.
I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Your humbled, Dr. Bloodmarch.
D blood.
Oh. Doctor. He's a doctor in my eyes now. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda. Can you help me with something?
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples.
Ew. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they need to do is bring it back to the 1800s.
So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Aren't you?
like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though.
Great. So what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards. Tom, me. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms over the other homes in the cul-de-sac. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. Sometimes Tommy sings his thoughts. Nobody knows that, but I'd strike it against the door. As I strike it against the door, I striked it against the door again, and it didn't seem to be doing anything. I realized I wasn't hitting the door hard enough with the door knocker, so I struck back again. But this time my hand slipped off and the door knocker just casually grazed the front of the door. Man, who remembers that scene in Scary Movie 2 where they went to the scary house and the door knocker was a pair of balls? Man, that was funny. Sure great humor they've got in those scary movies. Oh, that's right, I'm here at the door. I better try and knock this door again. Knock this door again? I guess the more proper way to do it would be, not to do it, but to say it would be to knock the door. Well, no, that does seem like the best way to say it. I guess I would be knocking the door again. Okay, well that would be I should probably go ahead and just try and knock the door again. Knock on the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. As I wait longer for the door to open, I can't believe that he's making me wait this long. Not only am I having second thoughts about Damien as a person, I don't feel as though he's quite the person. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring, and the front door slams shut behind me. Look at that dog.
That's a good dog.
It's like a snake dog.
A long dog.
Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in the paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? I wonder where he is. It's really strange that I would just walk into his home. Oh, I hope he doesn't think that I'm, like, breaking and entering.
Tommy, pleasure to have you in my home.
I look up and see Damien standing on the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candlestick holder. Candle holder.
The stick was nowhere in that sentence.
Well, alright. I'm doing my best here. What's with the door slamming shut?
Oh, sorry. There was a draft.
And the door creaking open when I knocked?
I accidentally left the door unlocked.
And the creepy oil paintings?
I like oil paintings.
Right.
Right. Please, let me show you around.
Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling.
We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era?
That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see.
We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
And this is the library.
Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling, arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Well, I've already seen the butterfly. Look out the window. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig's... yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughter on his back. Daughter's on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand. Damn, Damien. Damn.
Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows?
Wait, really?
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke.
Pick up a book.
You know, Tommy, in the Victorian era there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime, and it would cause too much of a distraction from work and school.
I pull a book out at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains of Sasuke had bound. People are gonna know I don't watch Naruto, Nikki! Sasuke.
Calm down.
Out of them. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf.
That's a rare book from my private collection.
That's enough for the two. I've seen the butterflies.
Please, will you join me for tea?
I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high bay chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served.
Oh.
My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea.
That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I feel like if I say I like your cape, he's gonna get mad at me. I feel like the only way to not make him mad at me is your home is really impressive. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place.
Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before.
Aw. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. And look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
That's very generous of you to say.
What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Well, when I was a young boy, my father...
Did he take you into the city?
Sorry?
Did you guys see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You serious?
Of course.
But it's, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
He takes a sip of tea.
I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Tommy, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I cared about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies.
Quick, sound sophisticated. Soap making videos on the internet. Love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I tried baking some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes. Which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Come, I have one more thing to show you.
Damien takes me around the back of his house, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
My garden.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message.
Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off of the vine.
Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means?
My loins are ablaze, thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Oh.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred.
Well.
And that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower?
Honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out.
I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you.
He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Oh, Tommy, will you excuse me? I must take this.
He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back. Oh my gosh. Thousands and thousands of lines of dialogue. And they messed it up.
That's a typo.
Can't believe
Look
you
at
guys.
this. Look. You guys don't even care about this game.
All the other work that went into this, although carefully crafted, and this single mistake.
Baloney. I want a refund.
I want a refund next week on Thirsty Thursday. Different game.
Yeah, we're
Different
done.
game.
It's done. It's over with.
Oh, sorry. Somebody left open a package of sarcasm.
Oh.
I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yawn. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Mini game.
What?
I don't remember if you need the keyboard. I mean, I've never played this game before.
Don't know why that's a follow through of this joke. All right, well.
You might.
The order in which you've handed me this is very precarious. Oh, I get it now. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, you're good.
Fix the garg. Oh, whoa. Okay, no.
That's the head.
I know, I'm working on it.
Okay.
What? No. Wait, is this... This is not going well. I think this is the base.
Well, don't drop it. There you go.
Okay, this.
Oh. It's upside down. Okay.
I know, Nikki.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. I was just trying to help.
C,
You
right? That's
did
right. I mean, yeah,
it!
our secret. Yay! I finally beat a mini game.
Hooray! You fixed the gargoyle.
Right. That was the easiest of the mini games thus far.
Good. Good.
I just watched the one where I failed miserably at mini golf, and with Brian, and
Yes.
It's really funny because immediately after I lose, we're both like, "These are really hard." Like we're justifying it to somebody, and just it's really funny.
They're so hard. Hey, drink a full glass of water in the morning to help wake up.
I do.
You do?
I do.
Interesting.
That does help sometimes.
Are you a dad and you're not telling me?
It's just good to get a glass. It's supposed to be like immediately when you wake up. You're supposed to, before anything, you're supposed to drink a full glass of water.
Okay.
Maybe I am a dad. Ooh, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Tommy, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
I'm just now realizing that his son is probably the dickhead kid from the school that took me to the wrong classroom.
Who knows?
Don't you dare stroke your fake beard at me. You've never played this game either. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away.
Everything is perfectly fine, but it's loosen.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste.
Do you need help?
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
You're right. This is one of Lucen's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go!
Whoosh.
Let's find out what Lucian did whenever we get next week.
Sounds great. Leave us in suspense.
Dun dun dun. Bye.
Bye.